Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. It's a pretty important update today, but we'll go through that in a second. And also just want to apologize for you guys that watched the video in the yesterday evening, because I forgot to put it to screen share. So I obviously, you guys were probably struggling to basically see it based on the screen just there. Yeah, apologies for that. First time that error has happened, so it's another thing that I now definitely know to check for. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will go, and there we go, we are on screen share. So there's a number of things going on in the markets today that a number of levels we're at, a number of things of importance that I think we're at a massive inflection point here. It is definite make or break so far as I can see, for numerous things. I mean, we'll look at those first. Obviously, Bitcoin, you can see, is just sat in the middle of our range, deciding middle of our 12 to 13k, sorry, 13 to 14k range. As you can see, tightening up in a pennant, deciding what it is going to do. Right, let's have a look at what is going on. We're not going to do Bitcoin dominance first, but we're on it. We'll do it. Bitcoin dominance, as you can see, at this very important level. So, I mean, if we break here, it's obviously going to be curtains, curtains for alts, even though it's pretty much been curtains for alts anyway. But yeah, if we don't have some sort of a pullback from here and we just break through here, or we don't get a substantial pullback, then I mean, that is not good for alts. But also, by implication, I know it could mean Bitcoin goes on a tear to the upside and alts don't keep up, but usually when you get this sort of risk off with higher risk trades, it would more likely to coincide with a move for Bitcoin down, which is obviously not good. So realistically, we want Bitcoin to keep where it is and start moving up, and this to come down. So that is the first thing. We are at a very important inflection point in the BTC.D. S&P, as you can see, the futures, the PPT did come in last night when we were looking particularly bad. These futures were getting dumped hard to, obviously, what you guys know from what we've been talking about is one of the most important levels in the S&P now, support levels in the S&P. So you can see we got bought up, a nice wick to that support, and I mean, we are it's Friday also, guys. They're gonna want to paint the tape. They are desperately gonna want to get this market to trade back above this level into this zone by the end of trading today and close here. Because if this market closes on any, well, if this market closes under here, then it's just gonna be panic stations on Monday, guys. People are gonna just look at these charts over the weekend, see the weekly closes, the monthly closes as well. This is the monthly close, and they're just gonna puke. The stock market is basically gonna, well, for want of a better word, because there are varying degrees of crashing, but the stock market is going to crash basically. So I mean, this is it. This is the line in the sand. You can see they've already put in an effort to buy us up. Overnight in the E-mini futures. So obviously there's going to have to be a concerted effort through trading today to get us into the zone. So massive inflection point in Bitcoin dominance, massive inflection point here. Now let's go and look at the dollar, the DXY. So as you guys know, this is basically this is the massive inflection point for the dollar. We've got this low, we've got this high, we've got this higher low, and if we basically get into this zone and sustain in this zone, we're basically most likely going to get a higher high up here somewhere, and that is also going to be not good for markets as well. So we are at a massive inflection point, at a massive important level in the DXY as well. So we have now got stock markets, we've now got Bitcoin dominance, which is obviously an indication of the potential direction of the crypto market, and we've got the dollar index at an important point. So, and it is Friday, the weekend, and it is the month end. So, guys, and we've got an election. An election is next week, isn't it? That's the election day anyway. Obviously, votes to get counted and all that jazz and stuff. But yeah, they'll drag that on. But yeah, so, I mean, I don't really know. Well, I do know what to say, guys. I mean, we just got to see how this breaks. But if the dollar breaks up, stocks break down, and that Bitcoin dominance breaks up, I mean, it is curtains, guys, and we just gotta cross our fingers and just hope that 12k can hold. But I mean, if stock markets are gonna dump from here, guys, 12k is not gonna hold. So yeah, I mean, like I've said, markets are having a temper tantrum over basically apparently stimulus not coming to February. So obviously, the only thing that is going to get Congress's attention now is obviously declining asset prices, because that's all those rich dudes care about. So yeah, I mean, I mean, that's all we've really got to look at. I mean, we can look at Bitcoin and try and like do some analysis on Bitcoin, but realistically, the dollar is an important level and stocks are an important level, and if they break down, Bitcoin's not gonna hold this level. If they recover from here and start to move up, and obviously that would be implicating obviously more stimulus sooner, or I mean, that's the only way they're going to save this market. That is what this market is basically trying to force the hand of the Fed. If we get that, then yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is going to break up. So I mean, it's all eyes on that really, guys. And we will have a look through the stochastics just to kind of see what's going on. But like I said, I mean, for our Stokes turning up, I mean, that is fantastic. But in the face of what I've just told you in the traditional markets, I mean, this isn't necessarily gonna be what drives us. 10 hour and 12 hour though, obviously, well, 12 hour pointing down, 10 hour starting to point back up. I mean, obviously, this alone looks okay for a test of 14k. 4 hour got time to move, 10 hour turning back up, which will feed through to 12 hour. Obviously daily can stay up there. 2-day is up there still. But yeah, I mean, you can see how we have got the potential. I mean, there's a bullish bias basically. There is a bullish bias for crypto, but as you can see, Bitcoin has been performing better. You just got to look at this here and see that does not look like this here. I mean, you're not got to be an expert to see that. But yeah, so what I'm saying, guys, is we've got to watch this. They have got to close this in this zone. Yeah, and I mean, realistically, the PPT can come in and do what it can do. I mean, it's already done its bit here. As we were approaching here, they came in hard. This is a big move. This is a big move from here all the way up to here. So if they can basically get us the rest of the way up here, there is gonna be some serious jawboning, some serious rhetoric in these markets today, be it from Mnuchin, be it from Jerome Powell. Well, probably not from Jerome Powell, because he's run out of options. He's run out of stuff to say, or from Trump, or even from Nancy Pelosi. I mean, there'll be immense pressure coming on here when obviously her Wall Street paymasters and global elites would be like, look, you need to do something. Quit your games. So yeah, I mean, it is a pretty difficult trading. It's not difficult trading conditions realistically, because we're going to break one way or the other. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting, an interesting market at the moment, guys. It is an interesting market. We are at basically this is as do or die levels wise that we've seen for a while, guys. And then just looking at it, I mean, just looking at this chart, I mean, this looks like it's going to break this level. I mean, but that's what I mean. The market manipulators are going to be looking at that. Trump is going to be looking at that. Well, Trump's advisors. I don't know how good Trump is at technical analysis, but yeah, they're gonna be looking at this, guys. And if this goes, it's curtains, guys. And the markets are so fragile at the moment. Anyway, there's a lot of problems. There's a lot of underlying problems in markets at the moment that have only realistically. Well, they've only been, not realistic, they've only been papered over, and there's still big problems. So even a break below here and a start to move down could literally, like we saw in Bitmex, when just the selling, and the liquidation engine went into overdrive. We're gonna have the liquidation engine go into overdrive in stock markets if we break below here, probably. So very dangerous trading conditions for the longs today. I mean, it's not good, guys. It is not good. But like I said, we just gotta just like everybody else, just hope that the Fed, hope that the Congress, hope that Trump, hope that Mnuchin, hope that they can sort something out. Yeah, because well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys have listened to the you guys have listened to the rest of the video so far, so you know what I'm saying anyway. So that is it, guys. So let's keep our fingers crossed for a nice reversal in these markets from where we are. Obviously not in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's doing its own thing anyway. So I mean, if these stock markets pick up again, dollar starts to go down again, Bitcoin isn't going to go down. Put it that way. So yeah, that is it, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Again, apologies for the video yesterday evening, and I will speak to you guys later on today.